Hey guys, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're taking a look at a 1992 Nissan Skyline GTS-T with the RB20DET engine, sunroof, and pretty good condition overall. We'll take a look at the car in just a sec. First off, RB20 engine, very good condition. Timing belt was changed in 2009 at 102,284, and this car has 135,000 kilometers on it. Compared to the average car, I say this one is probably in better condition. Oil and coolant. Well, coolant looks fine. Oil looks like it needs to be replaced. And we got a bit of corrosion down there. Have a look. Near the battery. It is a commonplace for these to have corrosion. The other commonplace is the strut towers here, and then this one doesn't have any corrosion on the strut towers. So pretty good. Close the hood there, give you a quick peek at what it looks like. And the car, on first glance, looks really good. When you get up close, you can find a couple of flaws, but the car has a really good look to it, especially with that front Nismo aftermarket front bumper. It isn't an original Nismo one, it's just a fiberglass replica, but really good looking car, and the body looks to be in really good shape too. So first, before we get into the review, let's take a look at the auction sheet here. And stupid me forgot the sheet in the office, and so we're going to go off of the computer. So let's have a look. 1992 Skyline GTS-T Type M, so that's the one with the more powerful brakes. This is an auction grade R because it's been in an accident in the rear. 135 410 kilometers, 5-speed. Comes with sunroof, not a really common option for the Skyline. Power steering, power windows. Original silver paint, but has been fully repainted according to this. Aftermarket steering wheel, CD player, aftermarket seats on the front, both left and right. They are Recaro seats. Aftermarket exhaust. Timing belt has been changed. You saw the sticker there. Okay, interior dirty, driver's seat ripped, floor side member scratched and dented, full repaint. Wheels have been painted, underside surface rust and corrosion. Rear panel replaced, floor replaced, various scratches, dents, and various repairs. And if you look at the body here, the body has almost no marks, very, very minor scratch there, very minor dent here, minor dents there, and then misaligned section in the rear bumper due to the accident. Okay, so the corrosion that they talk about here is on, I looked at the underside and I got a video specifically of the underside showing any sort of corrosion. There is some in the back, right where the fuel tank strap is. It doesn't look to be too big, but I'm not going to show that in this video simply because I got the other video showcasing it for the customer. Okay, so let's do once around of it here. And let me get back to that comment I said about the car looking really great. And then you get up close and it doesn't look as good. It looks like the vehicle has been fully repainted by a paint that's an aftermarket paint. And it's really good because the car looks uniform and it's shiny and bright, but it's not the exact same finish as you would get from the Nissan paint. And it's going to be noticeable to some people. Probably not many people, because kind of a weird thing to know, but it's, I think, kind of noticeable that it isn't a really expensive paint. The accident damage doesn't look like it was repaired super well, and let me show you what I mean about that. The front hood is a little bit misaligned. Take a look there. That's not so bad. I mean, it could be worse. I think the front end did sustain a little bit of damage. The back end here, though, here's the misaligned section. And a cracked point in the tail light that has been painted over. That's kind of weird that somebody wouldn't replace the tail light and then just paint it over. You can tell it's been painted by the same paint the rest of the body has. So let's take a look at that. And see how it's kind of sitting in at the bottom and out up here. Okay. And if you take a close look at the paint condition, especially like here's a good example of it. I don't know how easy that is to see, but you can see that the paint, the clear coat was put on before the vehicle had a good sanding down. And then if you look at the wheels, you get kind of a similar, well, similar type thing. No prep was done before painted. You can see they weren't painted completely. And then the brakes in here have been painted. They're supposed to be, I think, green for the standard GTS-T Type M brakes. Okay, I feel like I'm complaining about the car a lot. It does have a lot of good things about it. First off, let's take a look at this front bumper. Now this one here, you can put the Nismo one onto the GTS-T, but it won't line up here. This one here is an aftermarket one, so it does line up. And this is the, whoa, almost getting run over. And this is the way to go when you want this look on the bumper, because it really doesn't look that good having the original Nismo bumper on the GTS-T. It just doesn't line up properly. And then this one is a one part, and so the front lip there is not a separate part. It is all just one part with the rest of the bumper. Same thing goes with these. On the official one, they are inserts that pop into a cutout. And then there's no front mount intercooler on this because it's a GTS-T. The intercooler is hiding in here, which you still get good access with this bumper, but there's really no point in having these if there's no intercooler behind them. But that can change. Okay, I'm going to show you what the side panels look like, because on a repainted car, that's going to be one of the most apparent things. You can see some wave there. But like I said, the car has a good, clean paint look. And so many of these Skylines have been repainted in pieces instead of the whole thing. And so they'll have like dull paint in one section and bright paint in another. This one doesn't have that. Here's the U1 dent that was on the hood. See, it's just a tiny little thing. Windshield looks good. Sunroof, nice. Back spoiler, nice. And some weird, like, weird style tint. See how it's kind of like holes? Okay, so the silver paint with the black wheels is a nice look. Aftermarket exhaust is good. Interior is quite good on this one, and engine seems to run really well. Oh, also look, Nismo side skirts. Yummy. Okay, tires are a little bit funny. We have different tires on front and back. They are the same size. Front ones are down to almost no tread, back ones are down to almost no tread, but we have winter tires on the back, and then they've been very blackened up with tire polish. But it's cool. It looks good with the silver and the black. These are the original wheels for the car too, just painted. They usually come in like a silverish color. Okay, stepping in. Doors pop nicely, which is good on a car that has been in an accident. Here's something interesting. Take a look at this door card. This is a memory game, okay? All right. Now keep that in mind. Okay, take a look at this one now. Did you notice the difference? Okay, so this one has the original liner in it, which matches the seats. And see how it's coming off a little bit? A lot of them do that. Now you can peel it back and spray it and then put it back on, but what a lot of people will do is just remove this completely, because the underside doesn't really look that bad. Notice that? It kind of looks like it could have come that way. And you can do that to the Evos as well. Evo 4, 5, 6 have that problem. They've done the same thing to the back ones here and here. And here's the original rear seats. Funny thing about the rear seats though is you can't really use them. These Recaro seats really need to be replaced. Pull this up. Oh, this one's okay. Wow, surprise. I only tried the other one, but that part there touches the ceiling and then you can't move the seat forward. So if you want to get into this car, you have to do it from the driver's side. Getting in. AC doesn't work. That wasn't mentioned on the auction sheet. Shame on them. I think the seats are cool though. Look at this. Although it's broken here, I think that's cool. It's like plastic. Too bad it wasn't a harp. That would be so cool. People would get so tired of you harping on your seats though. Okay. And here's another problem with these seats. Look, No, normally I would like to have a little bit more knee room here, but the seats can't adjust forward and backward because they took the spinners off. There's supposed to be spinners on there to adjust these seats, and they don't have them, which is really lame because I like to have my seats rather upright compared to the standard people. Now, I think most people wouldn't mind these seats, but to me, that's too reclined. That's too gangster. Rip of the seat has been, has had somebody's t-shirt glued onto it, and then there's another seat, a rip there. Getting in here, I do like these seats though. Let me just close that properly. Okay, steering wheel is really nice. Momo unit, barely any wear on it. Mechanically runs really well, nice oil pressure, although those gauges are unreliable. Dashboard, no bubbling. That's amazing. Although it does have a sticky thing on it. But still, no bubbling there and no bubbling there. Nice. And no cracking in this vent. Typically that one is cracked like 80% of the time, and those center ones are cracked like 10% of the time. It's my wife. Okay, this is the late model version of it. They're black in the early model. They have a bit of a melted section here. This is all very nice and very clear and barely been used feel to it. This is a nice aftermarket head unit. Some rip on the shift knob. This is the original shift knob, so not surprised. And then some wear on this as well. Oh, comes with goodies. Yay. Oh, here's a funny thing. What's this? I don't know, but it made me remember. This seat is not put in properly. The screw is at an angle, and so you'll probably have to tap a new thread into that seat in order to get it mounted properly. Okay, power steering is good. Brakes are good. Clutch is good. Shifting, this is all good. Doesn't smell bad inside the car. Engine seems to be nice. Sorry, neighbors. Gonna get my phone so I don't ship somebody a free iPhone. Okay, so there we have it. Skyline Silver GTS-T Type M, 1992. This one here, I think this is the Koki model. It could be a Chuki model. I don't know how many models of the R32 they had. I think they had 3, so you would call this one the Chuki, the middle generation. GTS-T going to the USA. So hope you enjoyed this walk around, and if you have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments section. Thanks a lot, everyone, and have a nice day.